What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rip, and I'd like to thank you guys for tuning into my official Trinity album commentary. I'll be walking you guys through the album, kind of explaining a little story behind each song on the album, and I will also kind of be talking a little bit about the music video that we shot for the album as well, because we shot a music video for every single song on the album. So there's only 8 songs. I'd like to thank you guys for rocking with me all these years and support me all these years. We just came up on the 3-year anniversary of Trinity, and I am on the verge of finishing up my 4th studio album. During this whole COVID thing, it's been kind of crazy, but it's allowed me a lot of time to work on my new album, Delivered, which is due out in 2021 as of right now. So with that being said, I just kind of wanted to give one last tribute and push to Trinity, and just thank you guys once again for rocking with me. It's been an awesome journey. The album's brought me to the Grammys twice. The album has brought me overseas, over to Honduras to perform live in another country, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been a beautiful journey. It was my 3rd studio album, but my first faith-based album ever. So it was truly a blessing. And man, you guys have really showed a lot of love and support. It was my biggest album to date in my whole 20-year music career. So I just want to thank you guys for rocking with me. And let's just kind of get into the whole synopsis of Trinity, how it came about, and talk about each song really quick. So the first song of the album is called New Me. I was going through a very dark and kind of breaking point in my life. I started my music career back in the late 90s and started my record label in 2000 while still in high school. And my whole life I just kind of been making secular music. I've been making music to just kind of glorify myself and worldly things. And I just kind of I was living a life full of sin, life, chasing all the worldly things, chasing things that don't matter, you know what I'm saying? Money, fame, women, all those other things. And I'm just and I reached a point in my life, in my career, where I was going through a dark phase in my life, and this was the beginning of a new me. I rededicated myself to God, you know what I'm saying, and serving Him. I submitted my life to Him, and from that day forward, I decided that I was going to make music glorifying and honoring Him, because I've tried doing it the other way for many years of my life, and it ended up just breaking me. So here I am. New Me, like I said, was the intro song on the new album. It's produced by Memory. It's a really strong anthem, and ironically, the funny thing is, this was one of the first songs that I finished on my album. One of the first few, if I'm not mistaken. And so I was still in my really dark stage, in my dark period in my life, and I haven't come through it fully yet. And I was still healing with a lot of things, but it was still a strong anthem, because it was like, this is a new me, and it was just kind of kicking off the album like, this is it, like I'm done with the old me. And so I started it off strong, start the album off strong with a new song, new me, new direction, new album, new meaning on life. And the lyrics kind of just speak for themselves. So you guys, as you watch the music video, that was also another awesome thing to produce myself. For those that don't know, I produce and direct all my own music videos. And New Me was awesome. Had a lot of people come out and show out, and just the way it worked out with everything, the only date that we could set to make it happen was to film it on Father's Day. So my brothers were going to get rid of their house soon. That was shot at my brother's house in the Chicagoland area, right outside of the northwest side of Chicago. And I had a lot of people come down. People came down from Madison and all over to come down and be extras in the music video and help me out with that. So that was really awesome. And basically the concept of the music video is, I'm stuck in a house full of all my old ways, partying, drinking, drugs, sex, all that crazy stuff, and I'm stuck in it, and I'm looking back, reflecting on my past, and eventually at the end, I get out of it all. Also, this was the first time I ever attempted something new in the music video. I don't know if you can catch it, maybe some cinema buffs will, but I did. I attempted. My whole point was to do the music video in one whole take, or as few takes as possible. But I also wanted to implement slow motion and regular motion in there. So what people don't understand is, when you do slow motion, you have to shoot at a higher frame rate, and when you're performing, you have to shoot it at the native frame rate of 24p, or 24 frames per second. So that would have introduced the problem, because we couldn't do all one take and then, do it, and implement slow motion, because then it would throw the playback track off. you know, if I'm doing one long take, it will throw the whole playback off and it just won't work. So mathematically, I figured it out. You know, I did edits in the song where I had to speed it up to 200%. During the chorus where I went into slow motion, and then once I came back out of the chorus, when the slow motion went back to normal motion, that's when I had to cut the song, edit the song back to the regular speed, 100%. So there was multiple cuts, and there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people didn't catch up on. So, but it was probably one of my most successful music videos to set off the tone for the album. There was a lot of shares, especially on Facebook. There was a lot. I mean, we got, I think, 250,000 views on Facebook alone for that music video, and it was just awesome. So I want you guys to check it out. Here's New Me, my lead single, my debut single, kicking off my third studio album, Trinity. It's called New Me, and it's talking about, you know, just the new birth inside of me, my rededication to Christ. And, you know what I'm saying, even at the end of the music video, you know, I get baptized. That's a real baptism. That's by my uncle's pastor out in North Carolina. And that was, you know, I wanted to do that because that was just kind of a rebirth and just a new me. And it just, it really kicked off a whole new chapter in my life. So check it out, New Me, first song on my album, Trinity.